Hello, this is a little guide for all chests in Yoku. I'm gonna show where they are, I'm gonna show how you get them normally, and I'm gonna show you a skip if there is a skip for it. So we started the game, I just gave me the treasure map, and I'm gonna play on the dev console to show you every chest in order of playthrough. So the first chest gonna be up here. You just travel through this little pinball section and you come up here and you need uh, 30 fruits to unlock this. And in it is regularly the noisemaker. After you get the noisemaker and you go here to the right side, you can destroy this little crystal here. And you go down here, pay another 30 fruits. Don't worry about those fruits here, because in this chest, which is here, you're gonna get exactly 30 fruits back. So that is all in the beginning. For the other two chests down here, you're gonna need the dive fish, which I come back later. So when you give phosphor the mushroom, you can travel over this side and pick up this little chest here, which has a wallet upgrade. And after finishing this area, get the title screen and go over here. You see another chest which requires also the dive fish, that's why I'm gonna do it later. And with unlocking here 30 fruits, you can enter the Slugveg area, the meadows, and going through it, you can get the Slugveg, which you're gonna use for slugs to get out of here. There are two ways to get out of here. One is destroy these rocks on the left. It's important to using slugs and later the hook. To grab a slug, you have to start holding LT or RT or ZL or ZR or L2 or R2, whatever you're gonna play on platform, or left shift or right shift, when you are close to the slug or the flower. So destroying these two rocks and you can enter these two areas, destroying all these rocks and get out. Or you also can grab a slug and use a slug jump and do backtrack slug, which is a little cool trick we came up in speedrunning. You have to be a bit precise on where the slug is to explode yourself back into this pipe, and then you can just travel back the way you came, which saves a bit of time and annoying pinball areas. So either you can go up here with a little skip, but I recommend to, if you play it normally, just to climb this tower. After climbing this tower, which can be a bit finicky in the middle of this place, you end up at the peak of the tower. 30 cost for another wallet upgrade from this little chest here on the left side of the village. So the next chest we're gonna approach is in Merrell Hill. Once you come down here, you can just fall off the cliff like I did, get the dive fish from down here. Just gonna give me the dive fish now. And we're gonna need the dive fish later. So for this you need, of course, also 100 fruits. And you're gonna see here slug rock on the left. That we have to destroy also. And after destroying that rock, you can just go up here. Very important, stand in the middle of the flipper. If you stand on the left side, this is gonna happen and you cannot reach it. So stand on the middle of the flipper so it bumps you up correctly. And there's another wallet. Important, if you want to get all chests, you also have to do a little side quest, which involves Willo. If you come close to him, he's gonna talk to you. You need another 80 fruits, which I don't have. Let me give me some fruits. You just gonna finish this little pinball area, which you see now because I'm in the dev console. There are 8 lights on the right side above me, like here. Those you have to trigger, and you have to trigger them by hitting these 3 bumpers. But this pedal is locked at this moment, so you have to open it with the 6 lights around it. Playing bad. You don't need the fish for these chests, of course, but you're gonna need the fish for a lot of other chests. For example, there's actually one chest down in the cave, but I come back later to the chests with the fish. Actually, why did I give you the fish? I don't know. Oops. Let me just make the fish away. Oops. I don't have any fish yet. There were no dive chests at all so far. So you need all these statue pieces to get this chest at the end. And what you have to do for this quest is you talk to him and you place the chunk here and you collect more chunks and bring them back. So other chests like yeah, let's do I see any dive chests up here? No. Okay, once you collect the toolbox over here, you can get over the bridge at this point. Or I actually should destroy this little thing. Thank you. Oh, don't worry about this. Nothing to see here. I hope everything is fine. It is. Cool. So you can complete the bridge, or you can also do a skip to go over it. There are a few chests like here. The one here requires either a skip, a little trick, or just finish what Tunguska says to you. You need the noisemaker to get in here. And Tunguska says, hey, save the sootlings. These 6 sootlings here. They're gonna hide in some stuff. You're gonna find them, don't worry. And if you bring them all to Tunguska down, you're gonna open the door. But what you can also do if you finish this lighthouse. I hate this screen so much. Oops. Thank you. you can open the chest up here. Yeah, I know that I'm in Dev Console. And you can just roll off here. And roll off here. And you are at the chest. You don't have to do the suitling stuff. Another little trick here is you also can just get over this little edge here with a little trick to open the chest with a leash, which is very important for later. So there are 2 more chests on the right side, like here. One only requires actually 80 fruits. Go up here. Very important, after you open this chest, don't go slow here. If you just type here, you see I'm gonna start rolling. And then you would actually roll off the tree. So you just wanna steer all the way so you don't fall off. This is a square, no one needs a square. Once you are in this little ore station here, there's another chest. You have to open the way up with a slug. In randomizer mode, the bottom rock is gone. So to prepare a soft lock and very hard. And once you have a slug, you have to aim what I do on this little piece, like this, and you get shooting up here into the chest at the ore station. Once you are done with this section, you can just travel up and get the leash here, the suitling on the leash. Ifim, it's not about that, it's about something else. After you get the hook, you can get up into this pinball area, and once you are in here, you're gonna notice there's a blue paddle on the right side, which we're gonna use. The normal way to do it is get into this cannon and use the paddle now. But there's also a little trick you can do. You can go up, turn around and use it. Pay 30 fruits and you get another wallet from this little chest here. After you finish this area, you can get up here. And once you go to the right side, you see a little snowball that is in the way. Bump it off, and you see there's a chest behind this lava pit. The normal way to get to this chest here is get a slug from over here. This rock only gets destroyed when you come from the top in the PC version. On console, don't do this. It's a soft lock. You have to get a slug from here to the right side. It's possible on the bottom route, but it's way harder. I recommend to go the top way. So get a slug from here. And you should have, if you want to do this on the top route, the slug weg and the suitling on the leash. So you shoot yourself up. You shoot yourself to this hook. Go around here and just aim to the right somewhere. And it's fine. And you get a tracker from it. There's actually 2 speedrun skips, or 3 if you count both of those. One is with the hook here. If you frame perfect, this is, I believe, the hardest hook shot ever in the game. So if you get this one, you get all our skips as well, if you know the timings. It's like 1 pixel later or so. Ah, that's too late. Too early. Too early. Too early. Too late. Too late. I would say too early. Let's test. Oh, that's good. And you can get across there. I don't get it all the time. But there's a way easier trick if you get all mail done and all packages. You can get the Grand Postal Badge, which is this one. And then you can just stand here, go to the right, and turn around 3 times. So left, right, left. And you try it again like this, and you get bounced over the other side. I'm not gonna collect this yet because I only want to show chests at this time. So we are done with ivory. With the hook, we actually can get another chest down here, which needs 80 fruits. So give me 80 fruits. And get around here. Do a few of these. Important at the first flower, you saw that I went a few more around. A few more circles around the flower. Wait, shortly. Thanks for the follow. Flasche mit Limo. So then you can get this chest. There are 2 other ways to get this chest. One's don't require us to open the bottom flipper, so you don't have to pay 80 fruits. It involves a glitch and the leash. So you roll down here and you can grab the hook already. Important, don't fling yourself to the left because then you'd end up in the boss fight. So really have to focus going up. And after 1 or 2 hooks, you are inbounds again. Don't worry. So I cannot get into the boss fight anymore. And you can get up here. So all fine now. The other way requires you to have Slugvac, but actually you don't need the leash. So this is helpful for randomizer. And if the leash is in this chest on very hard, you actually have to do this. But it's really, really uncommon. I saw it like once so far. So what you do is you grab a slug, not like this. You grab a slug here, please. And you go over the waterfall. You have to be really fast here actually, because the slug only holds for 15 seconds. You see it already ticks. And you aim a bit up. That was too far. Let me test it again. You see it's a harder trick. I don't recommend to do this if you like normal speedrunning. Only if you play on very hard and you cannot find the leash at all. This is bad. You really have to be fast here. Gonna attempt it one more time. The important thing is also once you get the correct angle, either open the chest immediately while you go there, or steer a bit to the left, because then Yoku gets grip and you actually can slow down. If you steer instantly to the right, Yoku never gonna get grip and you're gonna fall off on the left side. That's too high, right? That's way too high. So once you get flinked like that, okay, that was way too fast. I'm not that fast normally. Like that. Wow, please. You're gonna see if I steer to the right, I'm not gonna get it. But if I steer to the left, you see, it was like the same speed. Just shortly left and then turn around and Yoku gets grip and everything is fine. And why do we don't need the first scatter? Because if you unlock the first scatter, the second scatter will always be the fat one. So you only need the second one. That's why you never need the first one. So more chests. Let me do the dive introduction. Once you do the dive fish here, you can get the dive chest here as well. Thank you, Ifim, for recommend this. To show this as well. I should have now all abilities, I believe. Actually, not all. Right? Yeah, it's fine. And in here is just the Wickerling. And yeah, don't look at these flower stuff, okay? These flowers are not, just a thing from the devs that they forgot to delete. Once you have the dive ability, we can do all the dive stuff that I missed in the beginning. One is here. You can just dive under this little ledge and get to this chest. But there's also a speedrun way to do this, so I'm gonna change my dive ability again. I don't have dive yet. A speedrun skip that is only used in a randomizer. What I do for the skip is I look at this little foot of Yoku and do it like on the left edge of the triangle here. And then you hold right and you hold left. Okay, it was like a 1 pixel off. Oh wait, do I have? I have the speed upgrade. Okay, let me get rid of the speed upgrade. Speed upgrade messes up some settings. Then you have to change a bit. That should work. So I hold right. Once I bounce, that was basically the same as before. Once I bounce, I hold to the left. And that way you don't need the dive ability for this chest, which is just a Wickerling and some fruit. On the other hand, these two chests need actually the dive ability. You cannot skip those. So, welcome dive. And you just dive down here. You unlock an 80 cost. You get a slug. Swim to the left. And flip here 3 times. And up here is another chest with a Wickerling. The other chest requires not the slug effect, but the hook. So you can use the hook to get over there and give phosphor the other mushroom. There are 2 mushrooms, the poison toadstool and the mushroom. What is it? The Cove Mushroom. But there's also a little skip that you can do. If you are very precise, and what I'm gonna do is not like this. That was not precise. If you stand on the middle of this edge of the crack, there's a crack you see right in front of me, and you want to have the ball on the middle of the ball on that edge, and then press once to the left. It's a bit harder than the first snap, in my opinion, because it's further on a slope than the other one. And actually you want to have him snapping twice. If you get him snapped once, you might not get the skip done. Also not that easy, I don't recommend it if you don't speedrun it the game. Like only 100% and 600 fruit speedruns don't need this. All other runs don't need this run. This skip actually. Interesting. I did not know that this comes in the dev console. I never did the skip in the dev console. Don't worry, you're not gonna see that message while you play. And you can get another wallet upgrade from this chest here. So, once you have a lot of abilities, you can actually get back to the mushrooms. And if you are in here, you can fling yourself up to this flower and get to the right here. You need some fruits actually, so here we have some. Get on, you can get from here up, but it's easier on the right flower, and just release when you are on the left edge, the steering. So there is one of the colors. Other chests. There are 2 chests in Merrell Hill. Once you arrive there, he gonna let you drop down, and you go past this, and you enter this little area, and you're gonna shoot yourself up here, and you're gonna see a chest in the water there. Good thing is we can actually open chests underwater. Another chest is here on the left side. So once you get out of the hideout, you're gonna see a little flower there. So you need the hook for it, or the suitling on the leash, and fling yourself over there. It's just 30 fruits. Both of these chests actually are just 30 fruits. Let's get down to the Underdark. Once you have beaten the boss, you can just fall off this little cliff, get some extra Wicca links and stuff, and you're gonna end up at Quinby's space, like here. And you can use this beeline from here, even if you're not paid for it, and drop down out of the beeline and get this chest, which is another wallet upgrade. Here on the left side is another chest, which requires a slug. You don't actually need the dive fish for this, and also not the hook. So grab a slug, get down here, and it's really finicky to shoot here, because if you shoot in the edge like this, the floor is like a counter slope, or whatever you want to call it. So Yoku gets really fast on it, and you can basically not break. So what I recommend to do here is either shoot on the slope in a different angle, so you bounce from it, or shoot the top here. So like, not like this. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. The first one was actually on purpose. The other two is not. So yeah, don't worry if you don't get this first try. So what I recommend is to shoot either the slope here on a different angle, so you bounce to here, or shoot from here directly to the slope, so you bounce down. And this chest gonna give you another color. So let's get to these 2 chests. Once you arrive down here, you have to open here a little bit, and then you have to open here a little bit. You can pay 30 fruits for here and get a key on the left side. This is the easy key and also the more important key. But for the achievement you need all chests, so you also have to do all the other stuff. Once you have placed the chunk for Willo, he's gonna be here and you can collect this little stone. It's basically... Oh, camera, please fix. Thank you. It's basically just go through the space, destroy these top crystals there. I'm gonna use hunks because it's a bit faster. Oops, not like this. This. And please. And once you are in here, Yoku is also gonna show. You can press A to honk this piece free, but you can actually do this without getting in there. If Yoku gets close with the honk, he can just grab it. The easiest way to do this is by falling in thorns. And once you shoot up, just honk and Yoku is close enough. The other key is a bit more tricky, it's up here. And I don't like my camera, thank you, please. Oh, dev console is annoying. Thank you. You obviously have to finish this area first. There's a little trick to do this spinner a bit faster by using a slug. And you get the rune for the door instantly if you hold blue. So now just destroy these little slug rocks. Hello, please. Thank you. And what we're gonna do is grab a slug from this pinball section and go out of the section on the top route, like this one. So this slug is actually the best place you can get, because you can just grab the slug and hold blue at the same time. Then you want to shoot from the left to the right, because there's a little ledge. And you just have to touch the key. Don't worry about honking or whatever. You just have to touch it and it's gonna drop. Once you have both keys and you finish the 3 trial areas down here, you end up at the top here. And you can open both of these chests, which has a wickerling and a lot of fruits. There's one more chest down here. And most people get annoyed by it by getting through this, and they see the chest but they cannot reach it, because that's not the way you get it. The way you get it is you finish this area, you open this door here, up here, and once you reach through the door, you're gonna drop down right before the boss fight, and then you're gonna swim to the right. There are these little fireflies, which indicates a hidden path. And then you can grab the chest, which also is one of the 4 trackers in the game for the wickerlings. There is one more chest in the middle of the game, which I told earlier that you need all of the Willo side quests. And this one at top, you just need the dive ability, basically, if you play randomizer. And you get the icicle free. You need 2 hits, so I honked. And you actually, in the main game, you only need 2 of these nuggets. We call them nuggets because they are called in the database nuggets. And then you can go on with the quest, which goes over here. In randomizer you need all 4 to do this. Once you have done what I just did, you go over to Chirp here. Let's repair the nuggets. So you get another statue piece. You go back to Willo. Place the chunks you found. You don't have to talk to Willo or whatever. And Willo is gonna tell you, hey, there's another piece. You don't have to talk to Willo here as well. Honk these little pinwheels. For this one it's a bit tricky. You have to see the little bouncer on the left. So the floating ore goes up and build a bridge for you. And then you can just travel across this little bridge and collect the last of the statue pieces. We're gonna go back to Willo, and this chest actually gonna get opened up by Willo and not by us. And yeah, the dive fish is just the dive fish now because I gave me the fast dive fish with the dev console. That's all chests in the game. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.